Hey everybody, it's Peter from Brantford Kia. We are at the Canadian International Auto Show. We are here ahead of the public. We were at a VIP night last night. We saw dealers scampering around this car, and here we are ahead of the public to show you it. This is the 2020 Kia Soul. Now we've shown you this car before, but we've shown you it at the Detroit Auto Show. So those are the American versions. They have some differences there. This is the Canadian version. Now I believe this is a production car. Yes, no, it still says pre-production vehicle. So there could be a couple of little changes between now and then, but basically this is going to be exactly what shows up. Let's look at it. First of all, somebody asked me online, does the Kia Stinger, or does the Kia Soul, excuse me, have the Tiger Nose grille still? It does. It's just a little bit more hidden. So you got a little bit down here, a little bit up there. That's your Tiger Nose grille, but let's be honest, this isn't about a Tiger Nose grille. This is about being consistent with looking like the Soul, and it really does. It still looks like a Soul. Everybody's going to know it as a Soul, but there's some cool differences here. Really a lot more rounded here. It seems to be a little bit raised in the hood to me. So again, a little more of that crossover look, a little bit less car look, but the big thing you're going to notice right here, you got the headlights down here. Now these are LED marker lights down there. Sometimes LED lights flicker on a camera. Of course, they're steady in real life. You've got LED lights through there as your headlights. You've also got signal lights and fog lights down here. So really cool look, some piano black trim, some brushed aluminum. This is the EX trim level, so sharp look. And the big thing is these LED lights, safety standards now require quality headlights, and I think Kia's LED lights are going to do really well on that kind of thing. We're on the passenger side, so let's swing around the passenger side. We'll show you the whole profile of the car. If you look at the side of the car, this is still a Kia Soul. Everyone knows it as a Kia Soul. So what I like about it is you still got kind of the fancy wheels there, a little bit of an updated design, but very traditional to what we've always done. This one's got the two-tone color tone. So this is a black cherry color up top. It does have a tiny bit of metallic on this color, so it's gonna look black in every light except for the brightest sunlight. You're gonna see a tiny bit of metallic flake with a little bit of a red in there. Red color on the side on this car. Again, you can get this car in a lot of bright colors. It doesn't have to be two-tone. Many are just standard tone. The big thing you're gonna notice is you're gonna have this floating roof kind of look, and that's because they put a design detail up here which says Kia Soul. Now we used to do that sort of in the front corner of the car. Now it's back here where it says Soul. Just a really cool little detail to sort of separate the look of the roof and the side. As we're around the back here, a little bit of a tight space here. We've got a wall behind us, but we'll show you the back end. I really like the LED lights. So the LED lights wrap around down here. Now this Kia Telluride has a similar look to it, but kind of reversed. They come up and in. These ones come down and in. So kind of a familial look, but a little bit upside down. You still got the reflective type panel coming across here. I don't know if that's actually reflective, but it looks like the lights wrap right around, even though there's no lighting up here other than your brake lights. So kind of a different look there. They used to just be down the side, and now they're kind of wrapped all the way around, give you that more circular look to the sides there. We're gonna pop it open here. As we pop open the trunk, the first thing you're going to notice is, hey, wait a second, it's not a level floor anymore. Well, that actually is. This one has a panel down here. There is a spare tire down there, so that you should know that. If it comes with an inflator kit and you want a spare tire, no big deal. We can get you a spare tire at the time of purchase, even after the purchase if you want. But that floor there is set down low. It also can be set up high. So it's a two-tiered floor. It gives you a little bit more cargo space, and when you put the seats down, you're going to have nice deep cargo space as well. Harman Kardon sound system, you've got two speakers in the back here on this EX model. And so if you see the Harman Kardon sound system, you've still got tie downs in the trunk. There's a 12-volt port back here as well. So big thing I noticed is I don't have the specs in front of me, but I can tell by looking, you're gonna have a little bit more space in the trunk. Now let's hop in the back seat here. Kia Soul is all about space. This is a car that's been a crossover, and that small crossover segment has exploded. People are chasing this market share. So Kia's really done it well at sort of being a leader here. The big thing people do when they shrink down their SUVs and crossovers is they shrink the back seat. I'm about 6 feet tall. I've got a ton of headroom, like over a fist and more of headroom from my head on up. And the other thing I like is I've got fairly long legs, but I sit level to the seat. So you can fit an adult in a compact crossover car like the Kia Soul, and they can be comfortable. You can fit 5 people back here. You can take 4 on a long trip, no big deal. You've got a USB port down here, 2 levels of seat heating back here. You've got speakers, grills here, some detailing in the door that we'll show you in the front seat that's kind of changed. But again, familiar look to the Kia Soul, but again, more space and very comfortable still, and certainly more space than a lot of our competitors. So you're gonna really notice that. Great to get child seats in and out because you've got square seats, big wide opening doors. So let's go to the front now. This is where the change really happens. This is where I'm really excited about the car. So as I get in, I'm gonna shut the door here. Pat's our cameraman. He's juggling with a microphone. So my dealer principal is our cameraman today. How often do you get a dealer principal to be a cameraman at a dealership? But here we go. All right, inside the car, big thing you're gonna notice, there's this 10.25 inch screen. Now that's not standard on every Kia Soul, but if you get it, this is what it looks like. So here's what Kia's doing. They've always had sort of a 2-panel look to their system where you can do, you know, 1 panel here, 1 panel there. You've now got a 3rd panel with their software. So what I like about it is if I just do navigation, you can go full screen and take full advantage of that, or you can divide it into those 3 panels or 2 panels, that kind of thing. A lot of software options. We're going to go over that when we get the car in store. Big thing you notice, Kia Soul was always known for square on the outside, round on the inside. You still have a lot of round on the inside. Instead of doing a floating screen like we do on other cars, built into this sort of roundness here, you've got a unique steering wheel. The only Kia that has these type of steering wheel buttons is the Kia Soul. A lot of roundness there as well. Safety features everywhere. Heads-up display. It is in Canada. It's right here. There's a button to adjust it, so you will have a heads-up display available in this car. A lot of this is similar to the Forte as well. So you've got similar controls on the mirrors and windows here. You've got, I think, the same gear shift, and that makes sense because you also have the same transmission and engine. So what that means is you have the IVT transmission. You've got drive modes here, which give you the smart mode as well, which is my favorite, but you've also got Eco, Comfort, Sport, and those are great. But the big thing, that CVT transmission, that IVT transmission, it drives fantastic. We know that because it's in our Forte, but you're going to get better fuel economy now. So you've got a Kia Soul with better fuel economy, better drivability. One thing we noticed when we did the Detroit Auto Show, a lot of the cars didn't have a heated steering wheel. The Canadian cars, I knew they would. Here we go. There's the button right there. Heated steering wheel. This one's got cooled and heated seats, so ventilated and heated seats. You can see the nice perforation in the leather. That allows a lot of air to come through. And speaking of the seats, I want to talk about seat comfort. The seats are bigger in this car. They feel bigger to me, and bigger is usually better in a seat. So they've got good support down here, a lot of good side support as well. So you've got good bolstering on the seats. They're comfortable. They're better. I'm sitting taller than I would want to sit in this car, and I've got a ton of headroom still, because that's what the Kia Soul is all about. So let's hop out. We'll head to the front of the car. Safety features are the big thing in this car. You can get any safety feature that we've offered in the past. Big thing that you can get on this car. So there you go. We can order these cars today. We've got several on order. As soon as we get them in the store, we're going to do some test drive videos, walk around videos. We'll have more information for you. We're committed to being a leader on this car. So if you want to know more, give us a call, 519-304-6542. You can reach us on by email at internetsales@brantfordkia.ca, and you can stop by our store in Brantford. So there you go, buddy, the 2020 Kia Soul.